where we sit at Lambeau Field. Just a beautiful late summer day in Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
There we go. Go ahead, hey. There we go. Going to 53. Let's go, B.
First down, Prescott. Caught here by Conley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That threw an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Darius Geis. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A first down throw for Brissett. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking in zone for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Check 9, check. Kill. Bang. Shoot.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Hey, watch that. Check. We're going to 53. 50.
Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Check. Gun. You don't want none. You don't pick up the ball. Mike, 55.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Geis, they'll try to run it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
You got nothing. Check 4, check 4. Switch.
They get it to him running left. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch twitch. Watch the 20. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch twitch, watch twitch, watch twitch.
On the ground, Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Come on, man. Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Hopkins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract.
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards.
Slam, slam, slam. Gun.
Running on first down with Ware. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Mike 54, Mike 50, 26.
There's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup. Of 9 yards on first down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready? Mike 55, Mike 55. Check the out, check the out, check the out.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Pull it good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Kill. 65.
Now Prescott. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
I can't be up, go. 55.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Brissett now. This is the tight end Fant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get to first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Jump until we're going to 53.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Check.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-4. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Then we're going to 53. Cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way. Then we're going to 53.
36.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Myers able to knock it through. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them.
Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
We're going to 54. Why here?
He's checking.
We're going to 54. 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
We're going to 54. Going to 54. Why here?
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
We go 46.
Mike 54.
26.
Prescott down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense.
We're going to 53.
Switch it. Come on. Get him.
Here's Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
46.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Prescott from the gun. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. On the ground, this is Ware. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Spencer Ware unable to get to the marker. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. DeAndre Hopkins. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but
he's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Marquise Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike, 55.
To throw is Brissett. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, Brissett. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Hey, check right.
Watch it, five. Coming. Mike 5. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Nifty move. The left side completion to Jones. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Go. Go. Mike 55. Mike 55.
They'll throw again. Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Brissett to throw on first. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Get out the field, defense. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's get it. Mike 50.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On first down, this is Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
There you go.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, that he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Record.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got Evans. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down.
Hey, kill. Hey, 47.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Up 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Go. Get out there.
54, right there. 54, Mike. It's our field.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
Kill.
Check. Watch 54.
26.
First down, Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
We're going to 53.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. We're going to 54. One here. Here we go. Check. We're going to 54. Going to 26.
Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jones. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
I'm coming, baby.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Exit. Mike, 55.
After the sack on first down, Brissett, throw left side complete. That's Jones. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.